Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Joe CP back here again with another video, and today it's another tip video. You guys killed it on the last one when it came in terms of likes, comments, subscribes, views, everything. You guys killed it on how to beat cover one robber out of PA post shot. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description if you guys didn't get that video already. And yeah, so I thought I might as well go ahead, jump into practice mode, give you guys another tip video. This is more of like a mini scheme slash tip video on the hottest formation in Madden right now, the meta on offense. I know a lot of you guys have probably ran into it already in my head to head, and it is bunch offset, right? So bunch offset, the only playbook that I know that has every single play in this, I'm not saying that other playbooks don't, but the only playbook that I know that has every single one of these plays that I'm going to go through right now is Carolina. So I'm going to show you guys first just some formation subs, right? Because I played a lot of people that have been running bunch offset. If you guys didn't know, I'm number 1 or number 2 on the leaderboards right now. I really don't know for on PS4. So I've been playing a lot of the game. I understand what people like to look for in bunch offset. I understand some of the favorite plays in bunch offset. So I'm going to go ahead and break some down for you today and just show you guys some reads just from the the range of opponents that I've played. I basically know all the reads for it, honestly, and I'm just going to show you guys versus different coverages, just a couple of different things, and hopefully it can go ahead and improve your game. So the number one play that you will see that people are running versus in bunch offset is double post. Now before I go into the plays, you guys have to remember personnel is very, very big. So as you guys can see, I have my route technician or my slot guy at the top slot dude, right? They usually have slot-o-matic on them, but I also have route technician on T.Y. Hilton, so I just put T.Y. Hilton there. I picked the Colts because I knew he was going to route stuff up. But slot-o-matic at the top guy, they usually have I forget what they have on this guy. They usually have inside if they do have anything like mid-inside catching because they're going to throw low ball ins and they want to make sure that they can grab them. But usually just 1 or 2 slot-o-matics for the most part. That's really all that they have. And they have a backfield mismatch. They always have a backfield mismatch on the running back, usually Christian McCaffrey or Warwick Dunn, just because they're usually going to be throwing that double post running back route because it beats man every single time, especially with a good route runner. So they want backfield mismatch there for big grabs so that you can catch it almost every single time versus man-to-man on linebackers. So first play, like I said, gun bunch offset, double post. So we're just going to come on to man-to-man right now because, again, that's for the most part, that's what the meta is. And usually what they do when I play people is they're usually just going to drag R1. And that's it. No troll. That's literally all they do. They drag R1, right? Because in man-to-man, their reads are R1, triangle, square, and then they have the circle deep post. And that's all they're looking for. Because the circle deep post is going to beat man-to-man if you have someone with slot-o-matic, someone with route technician, or someone in general that has speed. And then R1 and triangle are good man beaters. And even square on that left side of the field, when you have 90 deep route running, is going to run that route really good. Is going to beat man-to-man. So as you see, I hike the ball. I had the running back immediately. I had the drag too, but I got shedded. So we're going to go ahead and double team Calais Campbell. But yeah, so this is the number one thing that they're going to do. They're going to come on double post, and they're just going to drag R1. And it's pretty simple with the reads. You see, I have a bunch of things open. I can even throw that post, and because I have Zach Pascal there, let me go ahead and take out Zach Pascal and just show you guys how good this route is with T.Y. Hilton. But because I have Pascal there, he wasn't able to get crazy separation. But that post is very, very good versus man-to-man. It's just a levels concept. You know what I'm saying? Just something easy and simple. It's not super hard to make the reads on this, right? You just want to make sure that as long as nobody's, like no user's crazy around you, he's not lurking maybe the running back and then going up to the post. It's going to be very hard to get lurked on this play because there's so many things that are open, at least versus man-to-man. So I'm going to show you guys again real quick. You see T.Y. gets open on that cut. I'm going to rack that. Easy yards. Usually you're going to be playing somebody that doesn't even have a deep safety. They're usually going to have two purples. So he's going to get open. He may actually been able to get a touchdown right there if I threw that a couple of steps late. But yeah, the reads on this are usually triangle or R1 on the drag, and then you're looking for circle or square just depending on the user. If you have deep route running on that left side for that square route, then it's always going to go ahead and run that corner out really, really good. So that's the number one setup they like to run at a double post. That's usually their man killer. That's their bread and butter. And then go to another man killer, but it could also be a zone killer as well. This is why you want to keep slot-o-matic or route tech on your outside dude, because it's the next play. I know you guys are probably, some people are very popular with, not very popular, very familiar with this next call. Some people may not be, but it's going to be mesh post. And, mesh post is always popular. It's been popular the last, 5 years of Madden. Ever since it was in the game, it's been popular. And this year, same story. So what people like to do when I play them, when they run mesh post, is I know for a fact they don't have square on drag. They have square on an out route. Maybe you can put it on a zig. I haven't tried it, to be honest. But I know for a fact they have it on an out route. And basically they're going to motion over R1, and the reads are R1 or circle, right? If the running back is manned up, you can pass lead that inside sometimes. But they're just looking for one to two things. Either circle or R1. Now that looked a little bit of a closer catch because there was a safety right there, just because they're not playing purples, because the computer's not going to make adjustments and put the two guys in purples like the meta is. But if you guys are playing two people that are going to put them in purples, that post again is going to kill them over top. And more importantly, they love throwing this motion drag across the middle of the field. It's one of their favorite routes. So it's either between the drag or the post when it's man-to-man. But, when someone's running zone, let me show you guys. That running back wheel is a killer. They love running that play, bro. They love running that play. I play a lot of people that lean a lot on mesh post and double post. There's a couple other plays that I've seen, but it just depends on who you're playing, to be completely honest. But yeah, so I picked man again. But if you come out in the zone, mesh post is a really, really big killer. Double post is too, but I feel like mesh post is honestly a little bit better because that motion slant. There's not a lot of things in the game that are going to play that motion slant. So that's why I feel like there's a little bit better of a zone killer. So let's just come out in a random, like cover 3 or whatever. Let's make sure Calais Campbell isn't going to go ahead and just super shed us immediately. But off the break, you're gonna notice, like, I have triangle. You know what I mean? I can lowball that. I probably missed that read by like one step. It was probably one step too early. I went one step too late. Let me go ahead and throw that again. But I have triangle, I have circle, and I have the motion slant coming back the other way. So yeah, like I said, you can go ahead and lowball that. I don't know why it didn't let me lowball that this time. Pass lead inside, just like the last, not the last video. I was just recording the ebook, so for some reason I said the last video. But just like last year, when anybody goes ahead and just lowballs that wheel route, you can go ahead and throw that immediately. You can also go ahead and throw that motion slant, and then you have that post coming across the middle of the field. So again, it's more of like another levels concept that people have been running out of that mesh post concept, just to go ahead and mix it up from the double post. So going into the next play that some people have ran versus me, it's another man beater. We're going to go to Z spot and go. You want your fastest guy at circle, so luckily we have T.Y. Hilton here. And basically, they run this play stock. No troll. They run this play stock. It's only versus man-to-man, but let me go ahead and just like back it up for you guys real quick so I can show you guys. But yeah, they have their fastest guy, their best route runner, usually just the fastest guy at that position, at that circle position, versus man-to-man with purples. And the reason being is because that is a man beater, if you guys did not know. That double move is just going to go ahead and make the man, I don't know what it usually, like, I don't know what it does, you know what I mean? But it beats it deep over top. And sadly, I won't be able to successfully show you guys 110% right here, just because there is still a safety up top, and I don't have a second controller, so I'm not going to be able to show you guys. But that circle beater, when you're playing someone that's going to put two purples on the field, because that's what people are usually going to do, so they don't get exposed to the flats and motion slants and stuff like that, you're going to be able to hit him over top with this route, this stutter move. For some reason, he just is able to run past Marcus Peters, and that's why I tell you guys, you probably want like Tyreek Hill there, because even though route running is good, you see T.Y. Hilton kind of getting bagged afterwards. But if you have if you have Tyreek Hill there, he's going to just beat him over the top for a touchdown right there. You also, on the left side, if you have 90 deep route running, I think the only player that has that actually is Tyreek Hill. That left side C route gets open as well, so that's another thing. You can also put this guy on an option route, to be honest, just because it wouldn't really mess with the spacing. If anything, it'll probably help with the spacing, because if anyone ever runs zone, then you can have yourself a little option route sitting there. But yeah, so honestly, I'd probably add that on an option route, but they keep everything stock, and this is usually how they run the play. You also see on that right side, that R1 corner sometimes can get open. So with Slot-O-Matic or Route Technician, if you put that there. And the reason why, if you guys are wondering why I say always to put Slot-O-Matic and Route Technician there, it's just really, really big in the beginning of the year, this year, just because receivers aren't really cutting off routes and getting separation. So if you get Route Tech or Slot-O-Matic, it makes a lot of corner routes and just a lot of routes in general get a lot more open. So that's why I'm always trying to go ahead and stress to you guys to go ahead and do that. The last play that I'm going to go ahead and show you guys for today, and I actually think I have to call a timeout right here because I don't have my guy in the right spot. No, I don't. But this play is probably, I would say this is the bread and butter behind double post, right? Just for man-to-man, just in general, they love this play, bro. Especially for man-to-man cover one. So they put their route runner here at the top, and this actually matters if you put your route runner up here for this play, and it's going to be flood. And what they do out of flood is actually really, really, really simple. And I'm laughing because it's actually super simple. When I mean super simple, they run the play stock. As simple as that. The only thing I've seen people do is put that on the drag. Right? That's literally it. And what you're looking for here is you're looking to low ball either square or R1 as soon as they cut. And that's why I was telling you guys you need either slot-o-matic or route technician. Put route technician on the outside guy. But you don't even need route technician on the outside guy. But on the inside guy, for sure, you need slot-o-matic or route technician. And yeah, they run the play stock. That's literally what they do. They snap the ball, and they throw it immediately right off the cut on that big in route, and it gets open versus man-to-man every single time. Purple man-to-man does not stop it. Like, I promise you, it does not stop it. The easiest way to stop is like a vert hook combination with maybe one purple on the backside or maybe usering the backside. But if you try to just go ahead and run two purples versus this, and the only reason why I'm even getting bad is because this dude Calais Campbell. Go ahead and double team him real quick. But put this dude on the drag, and you throw it to R1 right off the cut, bam, and it gets open every single play. And the purple is not going to play it. The only thing that plays it is a vert hook, and I feel like this play is honestly the best man beater. Yeah, I would say this is probably the best man beater in the whole entire formation. I mean, double post is really, really good too, but this flood concept is honestly pretty hard to stop. Like, because you don't always want to put a vert hook on your slot guy, or you just don't always want to make adjustments to zone. Sometimes you want to run man-to-man and kind of just catch your opponent off guard. And it feels like every single time I do, they always call flood at the right time. And that's just part of the chess game when it comes to Madden. But yeah, you can throw that R1. You see Michael Pittman, he's one of the worst route runners I've ever seen in American history. So he goes ahead and cuts super slow on that route. And that's why I was telling you guys to get someone with some good route running, because that is the most wonky, slow cut I've ever seen in my entire life. But if you have somebody that's going to go ahead and cut on a dime on that route, I'll actually show you guys T.Y. Hilton on that route too. And he's just going to kill him on the inside. And that's one thing that bunch offset players love to do. They just love to run flood. I would say if I could make a spreadsheet of the percentage of play calls per play, I would say probably double post number one, 110%, but flood number two, and then mesh post number three. So I'm trying to find, where is it, dude? Oh, flood right here. So we have T.Y. Hilton on that outside, and you see he kills it. Shout out to Calais Campbell for being the most annoying person ever, being Reggie White in practice mode. But again, we're going to double team him right off the break. You see it, you can throw it every single time. Don't be scared, especially if you have route technician there, some type of good route runner there. Just because every single time you see, no matter what, you throw it off the cut, it's impossible to beat running man-to-man. So yeah, that is just the beginning of this bunch offset mini scheme. What I'm thinking about doing, to be honest with you guys, is I may just drop like a meta mini scheme series where I go ahead and I just kind of break down the metas, the stuff that I'm finding in head-to-head that I've been playing against a lot, and stuff that's been very, very successful. Because at the end of the day, even though the metas gets annoying because everyone is running it, everyone's running it because it's the most successful thing proven. So I mean, if you guys want, if you guys leave in the comment section, you know, if you guys hit the likes on this video, if you guys really do enjoy this video, I can start dropping like a mini series where when I run into something new, or I run into something that I feel like is really, really good, I can go ahead and break it down for you guys. Because I play so much MUT that it's like I know everything that people are going to do anyway. You know what I mean? It's literally engraved in the back of my head how much I've been playing. I've already played like 300 something games. A lot of it on MUT, some of it on regs, money games, tournaments, and stuff like that. Sometimes labbing with pros. So, you know, if you guys want to go ahead, if you guys want me to drop anything, if you guys want any type of tips, leave it in the description. And yeah, I got y'all. I'm out. Peace. I appreciate the support as of lately. And yeah, love y'all. Peace.